Welcome back to Books and Titles. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Gujarat here at the Pirate Coast, apparently. We're going, well, not quite there yet. We're going for Keep the Flame Burning. We had to become Zoroastrian, and we have to grab back our Centers of Faith. Most, if not all of which, are currently owned by Timmy, which is why we just declared war on our erstwhile ally, Timmy. We also have to grab and build up the monument Baku Ateshka over in Shirvan. We declared this war in a bit of a rush because of potential coalitions. And we declared it for our subject Kandahar, freshly minted and freshly converted subject Kandahar, who has 1 million cores. And that's why we have him. Because Reconquest is one hell of a drug. Do they have... Feels like they have... No, they have Sabsavar. That's one of our Centers of Faith. I was about to say they have none of the extra places we need, but that's not true. Timmy is at war with QQ and losing hard. But, I mean, they're Timmy. They're still a threat. For sure. Why can I not walk? Oh, because you're attached to an army that isn't here. This attached movement is it's a bit weird. I don't know where you're going to stop your movement. One before my army. Okay, so I don't need to actually move in there. That's fine. How much Timmy is there? There's still 45k of Timmy. That's a lot of Timmy. We took Bust immediately. Good. We want to keep going and march on Herat. We want to keep converting folks, but we can't. Nothing to convert. Well, there's land that could be converted. It is just not currently in a convertible. Why would be driving it? You know. Sometimes I say words and they don't mean anything, and sometimes I say words and they mean things, but not the ones I thought they would mean. Well, think is a strong word too. Grab the cannon. Grab the cannon to get onto Herat. Get that fort dead. That's 3 siege is a lot of siege. I would say as much. Let's get you off that siege to maybe save a few lives. Chance of new air, 33% extra because we have dice, which is quite good because we showed our last heir the way out of the window, and they haven't come back yet. Ooh, is it time for Parliament this time? It's really the only reform on this tier is the thing. Yeah, sure, there are other things you can take, but they're all bad compared to Parliament, which is just great. Which makes me want to not take it, because I always take it, or tend to always take it when it's available. We lose our nobles, which costs me mill power. Which I don't love. Oh, speaking of mill power, do I want to focus on dip? Because I'm doing a dip idea group. Probably should. Right, we lose the privileges of the Marathas here. I assume they are a nobility. It does say it disables the nobility estate, but I assume these count as a nobility estate. We lose the monthly military power. We lose the military advisor cost reduction, which is not the worst. This doesn't change anything. Okay, we essentially lose the mill in the yearly army tradition. We gain Parliament though. I could just grab Royal Decree and be fine. Get a bunch of absolutism at some point. I mean, we're getting to the age of absolutism eventually. What's the trigger again? Something about global trade, yeah. 120 months after global trade. Global trade is 1600? Right, we get printing press in 1550 and then we get global trade in 1600? Yep. So that's a while before we use that absolutism. I think I'll go for that. Yeah, Parliament it is. And what did you expect, really? Can't call it diet anymore. Are we okay with this? We have 65% crown land. We'll have a lot harder time to grab back crown land when we can't call the diet anymore. We'll get a bunch of crown land from the Marathas, because that won't exist anymore. I hate giving up on the mill points. I don't know if I actually get those back from Parliament. It does a lot of things, especially for the economy, but the economy is not our problem. Maybe I don't take Parliament. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's the thing I want to do right now. Also means I don't have to mess with elections. I always hate that. Production efficiency. I guess I just go straight into the royal decree. Even though it doesn't do anything right now. Yeah. Could have just sat on my points. That's a better heir. It's not a good heir, Mubarak there. Look at my ally Mamluks actually getting beaten up by the Timmy fleet, although Timmy has no... Timmy has galleys. And there's an inland sea. I see. I don't mind the Mamluks not doing terrifically well down there. That's fine. As long as they keep Timmy busy. That is quite alright. We actually won the naval battle after all. Cool. I mean, Mamluks getting manhandled a bit and then winning is probably the best outcome we could hope for. Perdegurd. Down goes Bam. And on to... Oh. Oh no. As in, you poor, sweet summer child. Where your thoughts at? It's quite possible they all get taken, right? But there's still a lot of Timmy around, so I have to be a bit careful about how much I spread my wings here. I want to go full carpet siege mode. That's what I want to do. But it might not be the smartest move ever. I mean, probably Timmy just sits here. Sieging down a Barku. Oh, that's not Timmy, but that's 24... What? No, math is difficult. Like 20-ish. Horde folks. Sieging that. Let's take Merv next. The Merv! Get you. Just do a careful push into Timmyland. Make sure that when they decide to turn around and beat me up, rather than trying to defend their homeland against the other invaders, we are ready. And if I can use the time to cut off some of the invading armies' control. There's some some stuff. Let's not fight that right now. Let's instead try to get a general down here. These horde folks are not in a good spot. They're outnumbered. I have a general, and a good general that is. And they're a horde. So they don't like this terrain at all. I think I march on Golistan, don't I? Gain a stab, gain government reform progress, or gain ducats. I think I take the stab. There's probably always, in such cases, an argument for government reform progress. Because that's just so hard to come by. Which makes it more valuable. But I just love not having to pay for my stab. And that might be irrational, sure. But I like it. Oof! Hey, do we have insane tradition that we get these great leaders all the time? Yeah, 72 is not bad. It's probably partially because of those Marathas, which we did not get rid of. I'm also kind of happy about. Yeah, keep threatening that horde. Somebody's got to. No, none of you have CG anything or cannons. I think I want 7 folks over there. Let's just do this. Deselect the mercs, move you and the mercs onto Golistan. Detach, walk to Golistan, and then who's the army that's moving? It is 6th Army. So be with those folks. And you start slowly capping more land. Still haven't seen main Timmy force. You're running, that's interesting. I can just teleport a Zafar Sultan here. Over there. And put these guys into a bit of a pickle. No, are Shivan and the Horde at odds? Doesn't seem like they are. Those are mountains, which obviously is not great to attack into. But again, Horde. They should have 25% shock damage reduced. And that is the shock damage they deal, reduced by 25%. Because they're not in flat terrain. And they do. Defender receives minus 25% shock damage decrease. It is not a minus 25% decrease. It's a 25% decrease. But yes. Down goes Merv. Down go these Horde folks. Oh, Horde. Which allows me to go north here. Allows me to get you into an actual army. I think I might walk in Quasvin. Just keep on taking out Timmy. Into there, and I still don't know where the Timmy host is. Do they have a host still? 29,000, but they do. That's some recruitment they're doing there. I mean, that's somewhat unfortunate for those recruits. Imagine you get drafted into the army and you just immediately get bopped. Like, hey, please join the army, grab your guns, and meet up with us over in Kizesu. You're like, sure, I'll defend my... Oh, hi, there's an army right here. Whoops. And I'm sure it's not actually funny. Because I'm sure this has happened to people in the past. In other wars. And that's not funny. But the concept is funny. Interesting. Why did you give up the siege of Caswin? Either Timmy's right here, or I don't know what or would be. No idea why they would just give up the siege like that. Yep, Timmy's right here. And he's tricked me. It's gonna be bad. 2nd of March, 8th of March. We'll even fight without a leader for a while. You... Woof. Well, let's get you to work and back up in there. You may have to... Well, certainly gonna have to pick a second fight against Timmy. There's a chance I should have recalled these 5,000 folks. Because they won't win that battle for me or anything. If they arrive in time, they might just make me lose it slightly less. But if they don't arrive in time, then I just waste another 5 stack there. And that would not be nice. We did get in there in time, so some extra protection might be granted. Which is good. And we have the Mamluks coming in with some extra oomph. Oh, Timmy also sent some extra oomph. Come on, Mr. M. They didn't come in time. We lost 5,000 folks there. So essentially my protection of that stack did nothing. Oh, I didn't mean to not repause there. Do I jump on this? Or do I wait? Once again, stop. Ah! Pauses. I think I keep throwing my folks in there. It's not a good move usually to throw in the rebels. Really, really. Where's Nasir Khan at the moment? That's probably down there. Let's not have him. Come over here. Oh, what seemed like a mistake. Yeah, once again I didn't arrive in time, gee. I could stop this attack. No, I can't. Can I? Yeah, one of you is locked in. Just generally, this tends to always be a bad move. I do tend to take it because I'm a greedy idiot, and someone think that maybe this time I get him, and we did this time get them. But you want to usually you want to cut your losses rather than keep throwing more and more people at a lost fight. In this case, we did get... No, we didn't. The Mamluks did, but they should give me the land. They don't want this, so that's okay. I'm going to say we did get the siege of this. We have a level 3 general, so... This is alright. You wait next door. Nah. You come up, I suppose. I mean, this is very much a one war. We might already be able to do all the reconquesty stuff. Carson. Is that all? I don't actually know if this will also reduce their Levitic desire. I mean, it should. Giving them a bunch of stuff. No, there's more. Surely it must. I think this is the same as giving them land in the peace deal. Is this actually all the Khorasani cores? No, Herat is part of it. Herat over to Ardakan and up to Golistan. I cannot give you Herat. Surely with Reconquest we can give you Herat as well. I probably just missed it in the list. Is it not in the list? Why would it not be in the list? HIJK. This is a Khorasani core. It can't possibly be 30% war score. Right? How big is Herat? 33% war score with Reconquest? $75% cost. And we have the... Oh, is it because it's not us taking it? If I were to take Herat, would it be a lot cheaper? No, same. Weird. Actually, not very weird at all. We have 25% reduction and the Reconquest also gives 25% reduction. That makes a ton of sense. So we'd have to leave one of these out, like a tiny one. Ardakan, for example. Oh, I can just do that, right? Just go and say, hey, I don't want you to return Ardakan. And instead, I want Herat. Gujarat, Mashhad, Nishapur, Tunsan. Where's Herat? We're done. Oh, cede Herat to Khorasan. Change their liberty desire. See, these don't say change their liberty desire. So I think I actually have to do this. And it might just be a thing where it's not showing in the shown in the tooltip, right? But can I have this up? I think I did Birjant. It did not. Guria. Done you. Then Tabas up to Sarah, whatever it's called. To Sarah. Srax. And then Semnan, Kumis, Sabsavar, Nishapur. It's actually surprising how well Bosnord, right? How well this fits into a into a peace deal. We're essentially eating all of the Khorasani cores in one go. Essentially. Except for Ardakan. Murph is not a thing, right? It's not yours? No. Now, what that's going to lead to, probably, is that Timmy will be devastated. Which has the distinct disadvantage of them probably getting hurt by their neighbors a lot. before we can have a go at them again. And then we might have to beat somebody else up. Wait, we'll score one of your cores. I have to actually go and take that back. No. If those particularists get any ideas, then I have to go and kill them. And fighting enemy rebels never feels good. It's just not fun. There's no Zagras, these Ks are not. No, I think we're in a. Essentially done. Except for some of those sieges. Our truce to Bengal has ended, which means they can join a coalition against us now. The fact that they haven't immediately done so is promising. Dundos Quazwin. So that leaves only tiny amounts of land here to be taken control of. Now there's still other folks in the war. The Horde, Yaz. And we'll have a hard time actually piecing out the Horde because we don't even know where they are. Can I talk to you? I can't talk to you. Don't feel like peace just yet, but you're not doing so well because somebody else is occupying and besieging you. It's helpful, but you might get pieced out by QQ or whoever it is before I can actually get a piece out of you. Bengal declared war on Orissa and they didn't call me in. Since when are we not? Oh, we're still allied, yeah. Interesting. Orissa and Bishnupur, and you brought nobody? I mean, I guess they didn't need to call me in. Seems like a 5,000 folks? What an impressive war declaration, Bengal. What a good idea. Love it. Chanda buying knowledge from Tirhat. I've sold all my knowledge, right? Forget. Probably could have made some extra money there. You can always sell it to QQ. But no. So this is all done. Are you sieging this place or not? You are. Wait, there's a fort there? No. Well, there isn't. Okay. Any enemies left in this war? That's a yes. I was about to send my troops home, but maybe that's not the smartest idea then. Just find some place to hang out. While somebody does the rest of the work here. Like the Mamluk sieging down Kish. Obviously I would love if we could take Khiva as well in this war, but that does not seem likely. But it's just not gonna happen unless we yes. It's not gonna happen unless we do not take some of this land. And that would seem like a mistake too. Down goes Bukhara. Well, that's salt. So this keeps thinking it's a gold mine, but the gold mine around here is called something else. If similar. Where is that horde? Do you have any places where I can walk into the fog? I can walk into Nogai, but not into Nogai and fog. No, I have no way of actually getting into the horde. I also got myself caught daily for no reason. Could probably have made like, well, a claim. Like 1,700 claims, no. One claim I could probably have made, but I think we just have a peace deal here. 93% sounds like something where it's just enough. No, what is it again? Boshnot Gurian 2 and Tibas Herat, Birjan Semnan Sarax Bust. This is not the peace deal I was looking for. This seems much worse. Why is this so much worse? Herat actually got cheaper. It's a bit confusing. So if I go in here and I give everything to Khorasan, except for, what was it, Ardakan? And that's cheaper than the other way around? Don't understand. And look at how cheap this is. I mean, I obviously forgot something here, right? But didn't forget. How is this 66%? What? We're not doing Herat right now because it's being fought over, I suppose. It's not my name. Oh, it's once again not on the list. Why is it not on the list though? Just because of these rebels? Surely not. You were probably sitting there and thinking, how can you not understand? It's so obvious, but I am quite confused about this whole peace deal situation. I suppose he can just walk home. Oh, you gave up the siege of Kish? Well done, Horde. Now that there are no rebels there anymore, can I... Yeah, I can now click on Herat. Now we're back to our 99%. Doing it here. In return core, Herat is just not a thing. No clue why. Because it is a Khorasani core. Right? Yeah. So apparently this is cheaper than doing it through the... just giving them the stuff. I assume what's happening here is that we're double dipping. I think we're getting a 25% reduction in price because of our age objective and a 25% reduction in price because we're using Reconquest. While if we're giving the land to Hormuz, to Khorasan directly, they count as the ones taking it, so they don't get the 25% from the age and only the 25% from the other thing. But it's freaking confusing, right? Kiva would cost 8%. Let's not look at Kiva, let's look at something that would be a thing here. Herat's not a good option. Sirach, Sabsavar, something with a bit of oomph. Cumas. I know why they say 1%. Probably because of this. So Cumas, Sabsavar here is 5%. Sabsavar, if I were to just take it, give it to my subject, would be 6%. Yeah. I think it's daft, but it is what it is. I'm going to take what I can take. Now, again, I would probably not, I might not get the Liberty Desire reduction, but that's that then. What can a man do? Now, our aggressive expansion is super small. We took more aggressive expansion, I think, from taking the one province here in Khorasan. At least it felt like it. That we're getting now for doing all that. Nobody gets added that matters, except for maybe Hormuz. Yeah, whatever. Right? Yeah. Give me a ducat too. Just to make it a nice round 100. Sounds great. Herat to Khorasan, give course to Khorasan, give it a tiny amount of ducats. And done. Just like that, we cleft the Timurids into something fierce, and our Khorasani subject won't even have much of a rebel problem at all, because these are their cores, so there's no separatism. They do have religious issues now, some of them, and I might have to help them with some suppression here, but in general this is pretty good. Quite the powerful outcome. Quite the powerful outcome. Next year we take tech. That's all gonna be groovy. Yeah, I'm somebody who has to send some troops home to deal with some silly separatists. That's who I am. But not this episode though. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, that like button is not too far away, as is the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and of course the comment section if you have just about anything to say to me. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.